Guys, I am Diandra and today I will answer all of your questions. Start from Alia.
Okay. How can the cognitive language to improve to apply the in everyday life to improve your language skills?
So, how the cognitive?
Yeah. In everyday life.
So, the the cognitive itself, it is like we are focused on the mental processes when we study the new language. So think of it like this: when you learn a language, your brain is like a computer. Your brain is like it takes in new words and grammar, and then you organizes them and helps you use them later. Next, Afel. Yeah.
What do you think about the memorization or like remembering words, remembering in the cognitive analysis?
Okay.
Like long and short term?
Okay, so in my own understanding, the memory system is have two main types, right? Like the long-term memory and the short-term memory. For the short-term memory, it is like this is where you hold information temporarily. Like for example, when you hear a new word, you keep it in your short-term memory while you try to remember it. Meanwhile, the long-term memory, this is where you store information for a long time. So once you have learned a word well enough, it moves from short-term to long-term memory, so you can use it later.
How do you keep memorizing the word that you learn?
So uh, uh, how do I keep
Memorizing.
memorizing the language? So maybe the first that I use is we creating a funny association. So these are tricks to help me remember the vocabulary, and then uh, the second one, instead of just memorizing list of words, there's so many list of words. Uh, uh, we should practice using language in real conversation, so it helps us to keep memorizing the language. Guys, I am Diandra and today I will answer all of your questions. Start from
Oh, you're choosing your.
start from you.
I have your understanding and information processing approach.
Okay, so in my own understanding, the information processing is when you learn a language, your brain processes information just like it does for anything else you learn. So, for example, like you pay attention to sounds and meanings, and your brains work hard to make sense of them.
What are the key concepts that you might want to share with us?
The key I think the key concept that I want to talk is about the memory systems. So there are two main types of memory that help us to learn a language. The first one is short-term memory, and the second one is about long-term memory. The first one is about short-term memory. So this is where you hold information temporarily. For example, when you hear a new word, you keep it in the short-term memory while you try to remember it. Meanwhile, the long-term memory, this is where you store information for a long time. So once you have learned a word well enough, it moves from the short-term to long-term memory, so you can use it later.
What do you think about the development about when you learn a new language?
Sorry.
The development when you learn a new language.
Development when. So it is like uh, development when we learn a language. So I think we embrace our strategies like creating a funny association. So to help remember the vocabulary, and then and then thinking about your own learning process, like asking yourself what methods work best for you. And then for the memorizing the word or something like that, we should practice using language in real conversations. Guys, I am Diandra and today I will answer all of your questions. Start from.
My name is Muhammad Ali, and I would like to ask, according to you, is it a waste of time for someone who learn new language only for a short term?
So,
Is it a waste of time
waste of time when you learn a language in short-term memory.
only for short term?
So, that's a great question. So, in my opinion, so short-term is like when you hold information temporarily, right?
Yeah. Then you just waste all of it.
You know the answer.
That's not the answer.
You know the answer. So, like when you hear a new word, you keep it in your short term while you try to remember it. So I think it is not like a waste of time, but I think it is like more like we forget it the language. We more easy to forget the language. Next.
My question is, can you explain more about the short and also long-term memory?
Okay. So the memory system in cognitive, there is two main types. It is the short-term and the long-term memory. So the short-term memory, this is where you hold information temporarily. For example, when you hear a new word, you keep it in your short-term memory while you try to remember it. Meanwhile, the long-term memory, this is where you store information for a long time. Once you have learned a word well enough, it moves from the short-term to long-term memory, so you can use it later.
So we have different way of learning. So do you think what is the way of learning that can store our memory in long term?
What kind of
Yeah, what kind of way of learning do you use for keeping your mind in long term?
So I think what kind of I think the first one that I use is like creating a funny associations. So these tricks help to remember vocabulary, and then the other example is like maybe doing a group discussions or role playing. So it is increase our ability to learn a language. And anything else? It's already. 10 seconds to 4 minutes.
Maybe you can go extend it or something.
Guys, I am Diandra and today I will answer all of your questions. Start from Didi.
Can you describe as understanding about cognitive study?
Oh, cognitive theory. So, cognitive theory is like we focus on the mental process involved in learning. So, think of it like this: when you learn a language, your brain is like a computer processing information. It takes in new words and grammar, so you organizes them and helps you use them later. Thanks. Thank you. It's okay. Your turn.
The cognitive learning theory about how your brain work, right? When you're learning something. Do you think it will be how is it work in yourself?
How is it work in myself? So I think it is like when I learn a language, for example, for Minang language is like, for example, my brain processes information just like it does for anything else I learn. So I pay attention to the sounds and the meanings, and my brain works hard to make sense of them. Next your turn.
How the cognitive learning system work for children?
But again,
How the cognitive learning system work for children?
how the cognitive affect the children?
Works for
Works for children. So I think the cognitive it is like maybe it is like affect begin in child when we circulating in the memory system first, I guess, when is the short-term memory and the long-term memory. So I think when it is I think when this child learn the cognitive, I think it is first in like it's about the first is about short-term memory. I'm sorry. So it's like the child the whole information temporarily, and for example, the child hear a new word, you keep it in your short-term memory while you try to remember it. And then the other one, the long-term memory. So this is when the child like store information for a long time. The child like learn the word well enough, so it moves from the short-term memory to long-term memory. So the child can use the word or the language it later. Anything else?
How many minutes?
I'm sorry. Hello guys, I am Diandra and today I will answer all of your questions. Start from Aisyah.
You can share about your understanding about cognitive process.
So in my own understanding, the cognitive theories is about we focus on the mental processes involved in learning. So think of it like this: when you learn a language, your brain is like a computer processing information. It takes in new words and grammar, so you like organizes them and helps you use them later. Next, Siti.
Can you explain the process from the control processing and to the that to approach?
Oh, the example of?
In the information processing theory, there is process from the control processing into the automatic processing. So can you explain that and maybe given example? Maybe you can introduce.
No, it's okay. So it's like, for example, it's like when we learn a language, our brain processes information just like it does for anything else you learn, right? So for example, like when you pay attention to the sounds and meanings, so your brain works hard to make sense of them. For example, like in my experience, it's like when I learn Minangnas. So at first I pay attention to the sounds and the meanings, and then my brain works hard to make sense of them. Like I'm trying to understand the word and something like that.
Could you tell me the states of cognitive skills development?
Sorry?
Could you tell me about the states of cognitive skills development?
The state of okay, in my own understanding, the first one is about we process the information, and then it is affect our memory systems. Like for example, there are two main types of memory that help us to learn languages. For example, it is the short-term memory and then the long-term memory. So the short-term memory, this is where you hold information temporarily. For example, when you hear a new word, you keep it in your short-term memory while you try to remember it. Meanwhile, the long-term memory, this is where you store information for a long time. And then, after it is affect the memory system, it is like the construction. Yeah. So the construction is like that we don't just passively absorb information. So we actively build our understanding.